If you drive north through downtown Salt Lake City and follow the gentle rise of State Street, you'll notice a white dome gleaming above the skyline, proud, calm, and timeless. That's the Utah State Capitol, standing on Capitol Hill, overlooking the city like a guardian of history. More than a government building, it's a story carved in granite of ambition, resilience, and the spirit of a young state determined to take its place among the great democracies of the world. Construction began in 1912, and by October 9, 1916, the building was ready, a triumph in white stone and light. The total cost? Just under $3 million, a fortune at the time. But to Utah, it was an investment in permanence. Step inside today, and the first thing that greets you is light. It floods through the rotunda, rising 165 feet to the center of the Great Dome. Look up, you'll see California gulls painted high above, a tribute to the miracle of the gulls when these birds saved pioneer crops from devastation. Around you, murals unfold like pages of a living history book. The driving of the Golden Spike, the settlement of the valley, the naming of Ensign Peak. The marble beneath your feet, the symmetry of the columns, the cool echo of footsteps, everything here whispers of a young state asserting its identity with grace and grandeur. But even stone must adapt to time. By the early 2000s, engineers discovered the Capitol needed urgent structural work. Utah sits in earthquake country. So from 2004 to 2008, the building was lifted literally onto 280 base isolators, giving it the power to move gently when the earth shakes. At the same time, artisans restored every mural, every column, every chandelier, not just to preserve history, but to make it live again. When the doors reopened in 2008, the Capitol wasn't just safer, it was reborn. Outside, the 40-acre grounds are a peaceful refuge, with monuments honoring veterans, a reflecting pool that mirrors the dome, and gardens filled with native plants. From here, you can see the whole city stretch below, a reminder of how far Utah has come since 1916. Inside, you'll find exhibits on state history, guided tours, and quiet alcoves where citizens can watch democracy in action: the House, the Senate, the governor's office. The Capitol is open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, Sunday, and holidays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Free guided tours run hourly from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., departing from the visitor center on the ground floor. No ticket required, just curiosity. So the next time you're in Salt Lake City, take the walk up the hill, stand beneath the dome, look at the murals, the light, the marble, and remember, this isn't just a building, it's Utah's heartbeat in stone. If you reach the third floor, you'll hear something subtle, the quiet hum of democracy at work. This is the legislative floor, home to the Utah House of Representatives and the Utah Senate, two rooms that hold the debates, the decisions, and the dreams that shape the state. On the west side of the building stands the House of Representatives chamber, the heart of Utah's democratic pulse. 75 members gather here, teachers, ranchers, engineers, small business owners, each carrying the voice of the people they represent. When you step into the chamber, it feels like stepping back in time. Golden light filters through high windows, glinting off gilded railings adorned with tiny beehives, Utah's enduring symbol of industry and community. Above the speaker's desk, two cherubs cradle a clock under the Latin words Vox Populi, the voice of the people. Look closer and the walls tell stories. A mural of Sarah Young, the first woman in the United States to cast a ballot, celebrates Utah's early stand for women's suffrage. Another painting shows the Engine Brothers, pioneers of skiing who helped transform Utah into a haven for winter sports and adventure. Here, art and governance intertwine, each vote echoing between marble and mural, reminding everyone that democracy isn't abstract, it's personal. Walk across the hall and the atmosphere changes. The Senate chamber, slightly smaller and more intimate, feels like a place of reflection. 29 senators sit beneath sweeping murals that span the room like windows into Utah's soul. To the north, a vast painting of Utah Lake glows with muted blues and golds, a reminder of abundance and home. To the east, orchards along the foothills shows a fertile valley framed by the Wasatch Peaks, painted in soft earth tones by Keith Bond. And to the south, his mural Ancestral Home evokes the red cliffs and ancient ruins of southern Utah, landscapes that whisper of civilizations long before statehood. The Senate chamber is where history breathes quietly. Every brushstroke honors the land and people of Utah, the pioneers, the native cultures, the generations that built a state out of desert and dream.